Everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to use a very important statement, that is the try otherwise statement in Power Query. The purpose of try otherwise in Power Query is mainly for error handling. Okay, let me show you this with an example here. I have a table which has got sales data across order ID, product quantity, and price. Each of these columns have different data types. Like you can see, order ID has got number format, product has got a character format, and quantity has got both character as well as a number format, whereas price, which is a number format, is also having the alphabet format, that is the character format. Okay, so when you try to do some computations or calculations on these kinds of columns, when your data is not cleaned up, this might result in error values or error rows. So that is when you can use try otherwise statement. So let me show you how you can use this try otherwise statement in your queries, right? So I will try to create a custom column here where I'm going to multiply quantity and price to get a total column, right? That is the total price for this quantity. So I'm multiplying quantity with price. So I go for custom column and I give total cost, and I start here with, first let me show you this dot from, number dot from. So I convert this number dot from for this quantity, right? And I multiply this with number dot from, and this would be my price, right? So this becomes my formula. So when I use this formula directly on the Power Query, there is a possibility of getting an error. So what I do here is, if I give here OK, see, you will be able to see this error here. So I don't want this error to come up. This is mainly because a character is multiplied with a non-character. So what I go and do here is I put a try statement, try this formula. Otherwise, if there is an error, just include null. So you are asking Power Query to try this formula, that is the multiplication of these two columns, quantity and price. And then if in case this formula fails, that is if in case this formula doesn't give the actual result and if it gives error, then quickly go display null. So once I do this and click OK, you can see that my error columns are removed and it is replaced by null. So whichever columns, whichever rows had the errors, so it got changed to the null values. There are many other ways to do this also. Like for example, if in case you don't want, you don't remember try otherwise statement, so what you do is you just go to custom column and you go to total cost column and you give the same formula like this, and you give number dot from and you give OK, and sorry, this is, let me change this. Yeah, so you got error here, right? Just I did not use try and otherwise, so I just got this error. So in case you want to change here, so you can go ahead and go for replace values, right? Replace errors and replace errors with null. This also does the same work, but the only thing is that you are replacing the errors with nulls with two steps. Whereas in the other method where I use try and otherwise, it was just done in one single step. And it will make your code even more robust if you try to use try and otherwise statement for error handling in Power Query. So this was about try and otherwise statement. I hope you like this video. For more such videos, do stay tuned, watch more of my videos and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.